Hey, friendos, welcome back. Who did I see? Hey, Crunk and Steph and Grid, thank you. Grid for the resub and the bits, and thank you, Anonymous Gifter, for that gift sub and the hype train. I'm sorry, friends. I am still, like, fucking sick. So this is yet another lame stream in the string of lame streams. I can't even be bothered to bring my ring light over here because who fucking cares? I look like I've been wearing the same clothes for 2 days. So we're having a grand old time. I just felt so bad about missing so many days in a row. I hate... Good. Not good because... It's not good, but like... I'm always paranoid about taking days off of work. Or especially, like, today, I had to go in today. We have our designers in today. They were coming in. So, like, it's one of the worst days for me to not be at work. So I went in the morning and was like, I have to go home. And I was hoping that I sounded pathetic enough for everybody to go, oh, yes, you do. But, I think I've succeeded. This is a sad orange. Maybe we'll try this orange. Yes, I'm very contagious. I'm gonna infect you through your computer. So hopefully I didn't have I had so yesterday I woke up with like a 99 point something degree temperature. But that's not really technically a fever, it's just higher than my normal temperature, and I do take my temperature a lot because I am fascinated by the digital thermometers because I grew up in a mercury thermometer household. So the fact that you don't have to sit there for 400 hours and then have your mom like decode the damn thing is really cool to me. So I just like checking my temperature because it's fun. It's like a game. And then later on throughout the day, it actually went up to 100 and something. So, I was expecting that to happen today, but it didn't. It seemed to... I woke up at 99 and then it just kind of got okay. I don't know. So, what am I doing? I can't taste anything. It's not COVID, I promise, because I test for work all the time and I tested again today. It's not COVID, but it is a very cold. And I can't fucking hear or think straight. Let's see. Not a tangerine, it's an orange. Or no, it is a tangerine. I don't remember. Maybe you're right. No backseating my tangerines. Alright. Wizzrobe. We need 2 different kinds of blue. I think that one might actually be spot on. That's a little too green. Well, let's pull it out. That's a little too dark. See, my problem with fruit is that I'm always like, oh, I really love this fruit. I want to save it. For what? Well, save it, because I don't want to eat it all at once. Like, okay, but you know fruit goes bad, right? Well, yeah, but I don't want to eat it all at once. But you have to, because fruit goes bad. So now my tangerine is a little old. Hey, Evan. Hey, Emerlin. Yeah, it's orange. It's whatever. Now we're sewing a Wizzrobe. I have a... I'll show you in a minute. Nope, maybe this one. That looks right. Yeah. And then we need white. Okay. I had this piece of black Ida, and it's got room for 4 things on it. So I'm gonna make 4 little Zelda ornament thingies. I don't know. The clear bottle is, fray check. You put it on the edge of the fabric so it doesn't fray. It's basically just glue. Fabric glue. Sort them alphabetically. No, I actually sat... I think on the first day of GDQ I just sat and sorted all my floss. And then ordered a bunch more. Alright. It's probably not going to be a super long stream. I'm so sorry that we haven't been doing actual gamer content. I hate this. The worst part of Twitch is that you have to be consistent with it. Like, you really have to be consistent with it. But unfortunately we're all squishy meat sacks living outside of bones, so being consistent is not always possible. Hate it. It is, yeah, you're right. It's gamer cross stitch. You're right. Okay. But yeah, I just went through, on DMC's website, it has all of their floss organized by, like, color family. So I went through the first 2 color families and just literally cross-referenced what floss I already own. And then made a note of all the ones that I don't own. And then I went to a different website that sells it for 66 cents a skein instead of 90 cents a skein. And then I bought all the ones that I don't have. Big brain. Don't buy directly from DMC's website. Go to 123stitch.com. Unsponsored. Maybe we'll go from the bottom this time, because I'm feeling spicy. Oh, you did. I'm scared of eBay. I don't want to start an eBay account because then it's going to be a problem. I'm going to be a problem. But you did show me that. Oh god, I can't see. I like 123stitch.com because they're very no-nonsense. They don't have, like... Their website looks like it's from 1995. And the way that you order floss is they expect you to know what you already need. They have a little box, and you put the number of the floss that you need in, like, separated by either spaces or commas. So you put, you know, 310, 3715, or something like that, just all in together, and then you hit, you know, search, and then it just puts one of all of those into your cart. Okay, how many stitches is this? Okay, maybe we can't do this from the bottom because I can't actually count how many stitches this is with no reference, with no points of reference. Because I didn't put this in a grid. I just pulled up a picture. I really want to start lace making. I saw, was it AGDQ that had somebody had made like fucking Triforce lace? And I have just about shit myself? How dare you? That's amazing. Maybe I dreamed it. But I've been wanting to lace make for a long time. I just don't know what the... There's this round pin-cushiony thing that you have to use, and I don't know what it's called. Okay, I think we start with 5 up here. I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll get started and then my hands will fall off. I just want to be unemployed again so that I can do all of these, so I have time to do all of these crafts. I probably shouldn't say that in that way, this out loud. Sugar daddy? How by tangerine? Like, it's just, I see all these, not in real life, because I feel like they exist a lot less than, I don't know, common expectation holds them to be, but like all these women who, like, their boyfriends pay for their nails and their hair and their Botox. Like, that is low-hanging fruit, ladies. Make them buy you expensive craft supplies. Poor Grid. Last night I don't know, just inconsolable. I was on the couch all day like a sack of shit. And Grid was sick last week and I took care of him, so I was like just beyond baby. Just gigantic fucking baby. And Grid, bless his heart, I didn't ask him to. He was gonna go to work. He went to that diner restaurant that I'm obsessed with and bought my favorite food there and brought it back, and it's like a half an hour away. It's not close. Maybe not a half an hour. It's like 15-20 minute drive. Not close. He brought it back for me. And then he like watched all his YouTubes on the couch with me. And I was trying really hard to stay on the couch and not go to bed, because if I went into the bed at like 6 o'clock, then I would fall asleep, and then I would probably be up all night, because that's how it works. Where was I going with this? I was determined that I had to make stew yesterday, because I took out a London broil, and the last time I took a London broil out of the freezer, I let it go bad, and I had to throw it away, because I just kind of dragged my feet and never actually did anything with it. So this time I was like, I have to cook this piece of fucking meat, or else there's just no other scenario. So I made him like prop me up in the kitchen and help me make this stew. And I couldn't taste it. I still can't taste it. I tasted the idea of the tangerine, but not the reality. I don't know if this one's gonna be any good, but I guess the skin is just like separating from the fruit. This is probably old. But then I went to bed before it was actually finished. So I don't know if it ended up being any good or anything, but I made Grid take care of it. Oh, I can kind of smell it. Love it, Samuel. I remember once... Oh, actually, it's not too bad. Or maybe it's really bad. and I just don't know. I remember once when I was working at Starbucks and I was upset about something completely unrelated, and my dumbass thought it would be fun to, not fun, but my dumbass was like, yeah, my boss asked me what the matter was, so I told him, and he like completely misunderstood what I was talking about and thought that I had gotten in a fight with Grid about how I made more money than him. This is right when I was, right when I got into the assistant manager program, so I had just gotten a raise, and at that point I was making more money than Grid. Actually, I make more money than Grid now. Sorry, Grid. But, I just stopped and stared at him. I was like, that has never been a concern. Grid would love to be a kept man. He'd have a great time. Like, he'd prefer it if neither of us had to work, but if I made so much money that he didn't have to work, he would not be upset by that. You are just completely not understanding what the scenario is right now. I understand, like, God, when I first started dating Grid, I was so poor I didn't have a pot to piss in. I remember him buying me breakfast at, like, I remember him buying me, like, gas station breakfasts. And I remember, like, if he bought me a gas station breakfast once, like, I couldn't let him buy it for me again the next day. So I would just not eat. I know what it feels like to be ashamed of being unable to afford things or pay for things. But all that has done to me as a person is made me really, really excited to pay for things for other people. But I can't comprehend having, like, emotional crises about a spouse making more than me. My situation is different. I'm different. I'm special. The most common behavior of our generation. Isn't that, like, eating avocado toast and posting on TikTok? Wait, that might be a little bit more Gen Z. What generation am I? Hey, Ryan. Hey, Red Dead Monkey. I'm sorry, I'm just going to be, like, snorting into the camera or snorting into the microphone all night. No, see, I get around that by just not trying. If I don't do it at all, then I can't fail. Big brain. Listen, we're fine. We're all fine. This is how people are supposed to work, actually. I was still on our, like, we have a Tuesday meeting at the little theater with, like, the big bosses at the big theater, so that if anything explodes, we can all talk about it and then get additional, like, resource help. And I was still on the meeting today because I could take it from my phone from the couch, looking appropriately consumptive. And they're all like, Ella, are you okay? And I'm like, no. I'm not. Oh no. Weekend jobs suck. I don't like... I mean, I'm gonna sit here and say, I don't like second jobs like anybody fucking does. I don't know, my mother got a second job because she was bored. I don't understand that. I like being bored. Well, what if, Steph, speaking of harmful millennial behaviors, what if you just took all of your hobbies and tried desperately to monetize them until you hated them and also yourself? She says, cross-stitching on the internet. Not true, I don't hate this yet. Customer service does suck. Oh, that sucks. I feel like that's the dream, Zen. I don't know how it translates, though, from something more technical along those lines, because obviously my hobby was theater. And I really wanted it to be my career because the only time that I felt good was when I was doing theater. And it is cool to make money doing the thing that you love, but also sometimes when it's too much, it ruins the thing that you love. And then you don't want to experience the thing that you used to love anymore because you just want a fucking break. I don't know if that translates as much in a tech field, or if maybe I'm just being a snob. Oh no, Steph, oh no. That sucks. That really sucks. I just can't seem to, for me personally, I can't seem to like myself? I know that sounds really excessive, but I can't seem to like myself when I do anything that is not in the arts. To be fair, I have not had any jobs that make me not want to, like, actively die, you know. I'm sure there are... I'm not trying to say a job at Starbucks shouldn't be a job you could be proud of, or a job you could have for your whole life, or a job that you shouldn't be a job that you should feel bad about if you enjoy it. But I just never felt like I was doing anything, really, you know? Anything that I wanted to do. And I didn't feel good about myself there. I'm probably saying this badly because I truly don't mean that you need to have a job that aligns with somebody else's idea of, you know, a passion or a career or a whatever. You should just be able to fucking show up at your job and then go home at 5 o'clock. And that's not how you need to define your life. Yeah. Yep. Kind of, sort of, hell indeed. Quiet quitting. I hate that so much, patronizing bullshit. I'm sorry, did you mean working my job description? Crazy. It's so weird, like, when I was going to college, the big hammer that my parents liked to swing was, you're not gonna make any money in the arts. And I didn't care because, like, no, Zeno. I didn't care because, like, I didn't have any money then. I went to college on loans. I didn't have enough to eat through most of school. So, like, what is the difference if I don't have money now or if I don't have money then? Like, sure, I don't have money, but doing theater actively makes me want to kill myself less. So, presumably that's better for my longevity. But I remember at Starbucks, my boss kept asking me, like, why are you doing this? Why are you in this? And I would be like, money. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm motivated. Why am I motivated to come to work every day? Because I don't care for this job. Money. And actively, when I started making more money, I started resenting the job less. Nothing else changed. Just the paycheck. And I started resenting the job less. I don't know. Oh, I see what you're saying. Just him motivating himself. It is neat to have goals. That came out stupid. I succeeded at my goal. Hey, Proto! I succeeded at my goal with a $50 personal check. The very first time I got paid to do theater was a $50 personal check. For stage managing. That was it. I succeeded. Everything I try to look forward now with everything else that I've accomplished being a cherry on top, as opposed to trying to compare myself to anything else, because I got paid to do theater. That's it. I won. I did it. I don't even know what, like, I'd want to do if I, like, won the lottery tomorrow. Well, I mean, if I won the lottery tomorrow, that would be a different thing, but if I could do anything and then be... What would my dream job be? I don't even know. I would love to say, oh, I could be, you know, I'd love to be, like, a Twitch partner who does this full time, who gets to make and sell my stuff, but when I was focusing on that, when we were unemployed, and then when during periods when I had lower employment than Grid did, I was just like busting my ass on my own projects. 1, 2, 3. But Zeno, no! You can't come up here, there's no room. I was busting my ass on my own projects without any sort of, like, outward structure, so it's very hard to, like, allow yourself to take a break, especially when your success is so tied to constant output. Oh, that's awesome, Zen. Yeah. That is a good point, Setho. Honestly, I miss being backstage. So I think if I won the lottery, I would, like, just go back to being hourly run crew. So I only have to work, 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. while the show is happening, and then I have a couple weeks off between shows. Oh yeah, that makes sense, Proto. Oh man, arts patrons are nuts. I mean, we should have more government subsidization for the arts. Full stop. But, like, some of our donors and board members, I just don't understand what it's like to live like that. Some of my friends at work into like donor relations, and their whole job is to just convince so-and-so to give us $50,000 this year. Like, I want to be so-and-so to be convinced to give you $50,000. I want to be able to just do that. That sounds awesome. Put my name up on the wall? Yeah. Wait, hold on. There it is. Oh, see, I like the ones that, are anonymous or that they're a joke. We've got, like, the King and Queen of Hearts on our donor board. I have no idea who they are. That's how they appear on all our stuff. So nobody knows who they are. They know who they are. But we don't. I like that shit. Cardiologists. Lol. I don't think my lifestyle would change that much if I did win the lottery. I would pay off all of our school debt and my house, And I would buy a new car so that I would buy a car that the exhaust system is connected to the car. That would be cool. I'd like that. My car's going to the shop tomorrow, and I get to figure out how much money that's going to cost me. I would buy a safe and reliable automobile. There is a cat. He exists. Where is he? Oh, he's over there. Dino, I can't pet you right now. I'm busy. No. Never make food at home again. I think that's a great idea. Dino, you have got to stop. Dino! What? Thank you for your input. Oh, God. I actually am feeling better. Like, I went home from work at like 11 today, I think. After we wrapped up everything in the morning that I should just fucking relax, but Zeno, you've got to leave me alone, bud. My assistant is so capable and she's so good at everything. I feel so bad because ever since she's gotten full time, I just keep getting sick. Which makes sense because I've been working so hard for the last year that now I'm starting to relax. My body is failing. That happens. And I haven't really left her with anything that's crazy. I just hate it. Because I was always in that number 2 position where I was super trustworthy, really good at my job, and then my boss fucked off, didn't do any of the work, and took all the credit. And I don't want to be that person. It was shitty. I see the joke you're making. I see it. But the whole point of me having a number 2 is so that when I am sick, I don't have to go in. Crazy. So I should stop freaking out about it. But this afternoon, because I was stressed about all of the things that were happening today, because this is like a really bad day in the process for me to not be in. Not the worst day. Like, I would have to be in... Like, if it was the day all the actors were coming in, I would have to be in unless I, like, got run over by a car. But it's just the designers, and 2 out of the 3 designers that are coming in today have been here before. And 2 out of the 3 designers that are coming today are driving, so only one of them needed to get picked up from the train station. And designers normally don't, like, need anything. They just need to know what hotel they're in, and then they fucking do whatever they want. Because they're perfectly sufficient. You know, but I was like walking around the house. I didn't feel good enough to like get involved in anything, like play a game or sit and watch TV. But I also felt too guilty and antsy to like sit down. So I just kept wandering around the house. It was not helpful. Dino! Yup, indeed. It was really dumb. Because yesterday morning I was like playing Stardew on the couch. And Grid was watching me, which was funny. I was like, Grid, I'm not streaming right now. But, okay. But then it got to the point where I didn't feel good enough to like sit up anymore. So I stopped playing Stardew and I laid down on the couch and I started playing Pokemon on my Game Boy. So, you know, I love you so much, but you need to piss off. And then in my brain, I'm like, man, it would be really awesome if I could play Stardew on a handheld. Wait. He's literally just sitting behind me yelling at me. Oh, wait. Is Stardew on the Switch? I was shitting on myself about the Steam Link. Is Stardew on the Switch? Fuck! Shit! Damn. Probably not crossplay. That's okay, I'll start it over again. I'll do it. Probably no mods out there. Tino. You were asleep all afternoon. I kept trying to pet you and you kept ignoring me. Yes, in that order. Ow! Ow! He jumped up onto the back of the wooden chair, which is too small, so he braced himself by putting his claws in my flesh. It was great. I had a great time. My hands are sticky from the tangerines. Fuck, I gotta sneeze, but I can't. Hey, Grid, if you're still listening, I forgot. There's a check request form with a paper clipped to an envelope with that wrong check in it that I forgot to bring home. Can you bring it home tonight? So I can drop it off in the morning. Thanks. Sorry. Well, we like to make checks out to the wrong people. It's a hobby. It's a fun hobby. Oh god, I have to go blow my nose somewhere else. Hang on. Oh, you can swap save files? Interesting. It's fine. I'm not. It's fine. I keep forgetting it's Tuesday. Partially for Dark Souls, but then partially for, I was supposed to put the garbage out this morning and I didn't. Oh my god, has anybody tried ordering new appliances in the last recent period of time? Because goddamn, our microwave died and I went to Home Depot to order a new microwave and we went to Home Depot together to look at microwaves and I took a couple pictures and I wanted to go home and look at reviews and, you know, make sure I had my measurements right. And it's a microwave. I'm like, whatever, I can lift a microwave. They might have them in the store. More likely than having a refrigerator in the store because those take up more space. So I actually I wanted to order it online because I figured that would be easier. So I went to order it online and they didn't have, I couldn't order it to the store and then pick it up from the store. I had to pay $50 to get it delivered. I didn't want to pay $50 to get it delivered because the store is like 2 miles away from where I live. So I could just go pick it up. It's a microwave. I've bought microwaves from Walmart before. I just want a slightly nicer microwave. One of the, you know, the over the stove kind. Right? Well, I guess I didn't want to buy it from Amazon. I guess I didn't look on Amazon. That was my fault. But I looked on, it's a GE microwave because the microwave that we had that died is a GE microwave. And it's not like, it was plenty old enough. It didn't die and I want to change brands because it's perfectly fine. I don't mind GE as a brand. The microwave's got good reviews. It matches the rest of our kitchen shit. I did my research. It's fine. So I went to buy it from GE's website, which also had a $50 delivery fee. Okay. So then I figured if I went to the store and ordered it at the store, either they'd have it in stock or they wouldn't charge me a delivery fee because they'd just order it, have it come in with their normal shipment, and then I would take it home. Not the case. They literally went to the same website that I could get to on my computer and punched in the information for me. On the same website. Not some internal company ordering portal. Literally just homedepot.com. And it still cost me $50. They still charge you $50 to deliver it. They won't deliver it to the store. At that point, this was, I think, Sunday. I went to get coffee with Baker in the morning because she wanted to chat and I haven't seen her in a while. But I was like not feeling good. But on the way home, I'm like, I'm just gonna get this over with. So at that point, I'm just like, I'm buying a microwave and I don't care about the cost anymore. I don't care. I need a microwave. I need this. I want this microwave. I don't care. It was very dumb. Never buy another GE appliance. Oh no. I have a, soft spot for GE. Because the city I live in was kind of made by them. Was primarily GE workers in the 70s. Man, I'm really dreading. I don't think any of our appliances are gonna go. I say this with my fingers crossed. All the appliances are, I mean, like everything else in this house, has been very well maintained, very well cleaned, cared for, serviced. I'm not expecting any of the other appliances to go. I just, it's quite possible they will, because they're all probably about 20 years old. We should be probably thinking of replacing the dishwasher because the dishwasher is even older. M-I-C-R-O-W-A-V-E. M-I-C-R-O-W-A-V-E. Thank you. The dishwasher is even older than that because the dishwasher was here when my grandparents bought the house. And they actually bought a new dishwasher and didn't like it and then put the old dishwasher back in. So the dishwasher is, I think, like 30 or 40 years old. And it still works fine. But I'm quite sure that we could get a more efficient one. And that's the one I'm kind of expecting to have die. But we also have kind of a small space for a dishwasher. But anyway, my point is, all of these fucking refrigerators with like fucking screens on them, and all of these, we have a washer at the theater that you have to connect to a phone. You have to connect it to a phone. We had to go buy an iPhone for the theater to connect it to this fucking washing machine. A washing machine. It was unusable without an app. Fuck you. And that is not the washing machine we wanted for the theater, but it is the one we ended up with. I don't need to play Doom on my fridge. I don't need a camera in my fridge telling me I'm out of milk. I don't need another fail point on my already riddled with fail points appliances. God damn. Can't remember if my fridge is a Whirlpool or a Frigidaire. I don't even know what specifically needs to be connected to the phone because I've used the washing machine and I don't need to use the phone every time. I think it's just initial software setup. And then like you can connect to your phone when you like You can like remote do your laundry. If you're not at home, you can set your washing machine up and then initialize it from your phone. Fuck that. First of all. It did take me a long time to come around to dishwashers, because I just kind of always worried that they were such a waste of energy and water, but the cost is offset by how much of my life it saves. So I don't want everything connected either. Like smart light bulbs that I can connect from my phone? No! I live with GridMonkey. GridMonkey hacked so many things before the internet got more secure. So many things! Do I think that there's a GridMonkey down the street? Probably. Except younger. With more free time. Like, come on. No. I don't even, like, I can't even handle the color options because I bought a Corsair K70 whatever keyboard. And first of all, IQ software is, the IQ software is like the worst piece of software I've ever used in my life. But secondly, I changed the color like 3 times. Ever. I bought the keyboard because each color, each fucking key is specifically assignable, and I was gonna like change up the colors all the time. I don't. I'm not gonna. That was cool twice, and now I'm over it. It's not gonna do that with a light bulb. The light bulbs in here actually have a switch on them, so they have 4 different color temperatures. Grid bought them because he thought they were cool. Haha, cool, because it's a color temperature. And they've stayed on the same one. LED lighting is getting a lot better. I hear you, but it's getting better. Yeah, mine was doing rainbow waves for a long time. I played with it again the other day when I finally cleaned it for the first time in like a year. So now it's like bi-flag waves. I like different color temperature lighting when I'm doing different things. Like, I like the overhead lighting in my office to be very cool. And very bright. Like, photo studio bright, because then I can see what's going on. But, like, in my living room, to be fair, I don't have an overhead light in my living room, but I have several different lamp options, and they're at varying palettes of warmer, so I can kind of control my mood. I'm very sensitive to color temperature and very judgy about it when I look through people's windows, which I like doing because I'm creepy. I love going for walks and just looking through people's windows. See, I love the numpad. I don't even use it that much. I just got so... I've been a cashier too many times, so I need to type in a numpad. I can't do the row of numbers. Can't. It doesn't matter what. Honestly, I have the number pad solely so I can do the alt code for the trademark alt code. That's the entirety of the reason why I have and use my number pad, and I literally can't get rid of it for that reason. Sorry, I'm not actually sewing. I just keep putting down my sewing to gesticulate with my hands. My Mac at work does not have a numpad, and I hate it. Yes, see though. I don't even remember the numbers, I just remember the shape my fingers make when I punch the buttons. Oh, your mouse. Oh, one of your I see. One of your fancy MMO mouses. Mices. I should look up more alt codes to make myself more useful, more marketable, you know? Everybody immediately trying it out. Option +2? I think I looked it up once. I guess it helps because I don't often have the opportunity to, like... Wait, that's wrong. I don't often have the opportunity to talk like that at work. I could probably send, like, the TM symbol or the trademark symbol to my assistant. I can do upside down smiley face to her and she'll know what I mean. I can't really do that to all of the other boomers that I work with. Come on, brain. No, we skipped this one. Okay. I can count. Yeah, I don't want it to be an emoji. I want to feel smug. No. I gotta find a better use for my Stream Deck. Speaking of USB peripherals. We picked one up, like, dirt cheap from some streamer that was selling it. Through, like, I don't know. Some Discord that Grid's a part of. And, it's so cute! It's the little one, the 6-button one. Which I think is part of the problem? I don't know. Because I still have that touchscreen monitor, so all of the things that I have... All of the things that I would need a button for, I still have on the touchscreen monitor, but there's so many things that I could do with the Stream Deck, I just haven't yet. Part of it is because any of that... Changing any of that shit, I have like 15 seconds before my brain is just so bored I don't want to talk about it anymore. Grid's like, what do you want to do? What do you want to have happen? And I'm like, I don't care. I don't know. Screen transition? Great. I don't know why I don't care so hard, but I just have I have negative interest. It's like I really want my cell phone to have specific ringtones for each person that texts me, but I can't. I am so bored trying to make that happen. Just like fucking looking up cell phone ringtones and then putting them on my phone took me like 6 days, because I just don't fucking care. I don't know why my brain is like this. Is this executive dysfunction or is this just me being an asshole? for playing an MMO. Like critically acclaimed Final Fantasy XIV. And it's better than, like, macro keys on the keyboard, because we had... we had macro keys on my keyboard in a previous setup. But I kept forgetting what they were and what they did, because they're obviously not labeled. It was just like the number keys or an F key or something. And I just kept forgetting that they were there because they weren't labeled. But the Stream Deck, you can program the keys. I have to catch up on all the GDQ runs that I missed. Oh my god, apropos of nothing, I have a doctor's appointment next Monday. I'm so excited. Not for this. Just in general. Yes. No more migraine hurty. I've definitely had fewer migraines as I keep getting older, though. B-O-O-G-E-R-F-A-C-T-O-R-Y. B-O-O-G-E-R-F-A-C-T-O-R-Y. Have to remember how I actually spell. Thanks. It should be fine. Again, they can't call you drug seeking if you walk in and ask for migraine pills. Because that's how you get them. Do it, do it. Take care of yourself. I keep trying to convince Grid to go. But he keeps saying he's not sick, which... Okay, fair, but like... You're also supposed to go to the doctor when you're not sick, for checkups. You're supposed to do that. Right? Like, I'm not crazy, right? So the doctor can look at you and say, you know what? I think you're at risk for ass cancer. We should check you for ass cancer. And then they check you when the ass cancer's still small. Oh my god. Everyone's canceled. Really? Oh, that's interesting, Evan. Terrible. I hate it, but interesting. I also really hate those, like, those workplaces that give you rebates if you, like, join a gym. And then some of them, like, Baker's boss, or Baker's employer gives her, like, a rebate if she joins a gym, but she also has to prove that she went X number of times. Like, fuck you. I don't want to tell you that. That's none of your fucking business. Oh, that's awesome, Proto. Yeah, read at the gym. You can put your book on the treadmill, right? And then just kind of wander. Yeah, for real. God. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry about that, Red Dead Monkey. What, you don't want to explain your medical history to every single person at work every single time this comes up? I can't imagine why. Can't imagine how that would get old. I do also love lying. It's fun and easy. Specifically with that one, like, I don't like cake. I just don't like cake. I also don't really like... I'm gonna say I don't like eating at work, but it's not like... It's like a workaholic aversion to eating at work. I shouldn't be stopped long enough to eat at work, because a lot of my jobs never gave me a lunch break, which is illegal. So every time I say no thanks, I don't like cake, they always think I'm on some weird diet. I'm like, nope, I just really don't enjoy cake and I don't want to pantomime eating it for you. Thanks. Open offices are the worst. We have an open office, but like my one coworker has, there's only 3 of us in it. Me and my assistant and my other coworker, and my other coworker has like 2 cubicle walls, so it's open-ish. It's good enough. Are any of you forced to do like the satellite desk thing? Where you don't actually get your own desk, you like have to change desks all the time? Cause that sounds like a living fucking nightmare. The only thing that makes work palatable for me is all my setup at my desk. With my desk mat and like, I have my sweater on my chair and my little box of tea so that I can make tea. Permanent office is nice. Oh yeah, also that. Oh my god. That sucks. Oh, God. Yuck. Every 5 years? Oh my God. Maybe that's why, because we got a whole bunch of, like, office furniture for free when we reopened the building. One of our associate artists just, like, got a haul of office furniture for us. And I keep hearing about how offices get rid of, like, Herman Miller fucking chairs and shit. And I'm like, where? Where, though? Probably in bigger cities is the answer. All right, it's starting to come up. Other than this cold, which Grid brought home, so I guess I don't know how Grid got it specifically, although Grid is a little worse at remaining masked at the theater than I am. I keep the mask on all the time, unless I'm eating. Other than this cold, I have not been sick. I haven't been sick. I haven't been sick since we restarted. Like, I've had migraines, and I've had, like, sinus shit, but I haven't had communicable illness for, like, 2.5 years. Which, again, is so funny because the big theater had, like, 16 cases of COVID and we had to cancel our holiday party. Masks work. Yeah. I didn't want to go to the holiday party anyway. I think my other office mate has not had it. Not my assistant, but the other one. I don't think she's had it. But we didn't go down one after the other. And the people that got it didn't get it from work. I don't think so. Nah, because I think I had it before there were tests available, before we had vaccines. I think Grid's immune. Because I'm pretty sure I had COVID in February 2020. Before we shut down. I couldn't breathe. I was coughing for days. My heart rate was racing. I couldn't taste anything. Like, not just couldn't taste it, like, I can't really taste anything now because my nose is stuffy, but I could taste nothing. I could taste nothing at all. I've never been unable to care for myself before, and it was a struggle to get up to go to the bathroom. And then for weeks afterwards, months even afterwards, I felt like my stamina was fucked up. Couldn't do anything. And he never got it. We didn't quarantine because we didn't know better yet. But at this point, we're all, like, up to date with all our boosters, too, so... I think we're fine. Or I think we're as fine as we're gonna get. Panicked on Saturday because I thought I had an ear infection. We went up into the Catskills and my sinus bullshit, like, was in my ears too. We went up a mountain and one of my ears plugged and then the other one, you know, the other one popped but the one didn't. And then it just kept getting more and more plugged and uncomfortable. And I used to have ear infections all the time as a kid, and man, I hated them because they hurt so bad. And there was never anything you could do about them, and they always came on at night. So you always woke up in the middle of the night and your just fucking head was throbbing and there was nothing you could do about it. Parents would give you that stupid grape chewable children's aspirin and it did jack squat. I don't know how... I cannot imagine being a parent these days. How do you... Because, like, I remember when I was a kid and I had ear infections, my parents would call the doctor and the doctor would see me the next morning. I don't think that's a possibility with any doctor right now. I mean, maybe you can go to urgent care and sit there for, like, 3 hours. But every primary care physician I'm aware of is booked out, like, weeks. There aren't just, like, sure, come by with the child. How do you handle that as a... Yeah, great placebo, exactly. How do you handle that as a parent these days? I can't even imagine. I don't even remember there being urgent care when I was a kid. I had a pediatrician. It was a doctor. I saw the same doctor every time. It's because of that kid. Well, I mean, if it's... that never... Getting somewhere... Oh, fuck. I was afraid I wasn't gonna sneeze for a second and that was gonna drive me nuts. Waiting doesn't bother me. I guess what bothers me is the doctor seeing me for 30 seconds. That bothers me. Which I know is one informs the other, but... Oh yeah, you feel the same way, haven't you? Yeah. Well, it's good to have confirmation that I'm not crazy, I guess. I don't know. But, like, if I have to sit there for an extra 20 minutes because some kid had an ear infection so bad that they couldn't stop crying, and that meant that they could get their prescription of penicillin so that they could stop being in pain, that's chill with me. I'm chill with that. Oh my god, that sucks, Steph. That's just horrifying. I mean... my grandma didn't have something quite that specific and traumatic, but she had shoulder pain for years. And every time she went to a doctor, they were like, it's anxiety. And she's like, it's shoulder pain. And they're like, yeah, but you have a history of anxiety. It's nothing. We can't find anything. It's nothing. So she bounced from specialist to specialist to specialist to specialist until finally they figured out what it was, and it was fucking bone cancer. And at that point, you're done. And like Gramps, he came in with a collapsed lung. And they sent him home with the tube still in his lung. They were like, oh, well, it won't blow back up, but we're gonna send you home. And then when it collapsed again and he went back into the hospital, they're like, oh, well, shit. Sad I'm never around in the afternoons anymore. I never catch Fedrin anymore. How come all of our sewing streams either get extremely dirty or very communist? I'm not gonna be able to make it. Just put a new piece of floss on. Fair enough, fair enough. Just stabbing things over and over again makes me want to complain about the ills of society. Ugh. The worst part is when your nose gets chapped and like blowing your nose hurts. I'm gonna put chapstick on my nose and it's just, it hurts and I just... I thought I bought the good tissues, but I didn't buy like the lotion infused Kleenex. I just bought the normal Kleenex. And like the fact that I have tissues at all is really cool because when I was little, my grandparents always had tissues. Grandparents always had paper towels, napkins, and tissues, which is like a crazy amount of paper goods. At my house when I was growing up, we did not have those things. We had toilet paper and we had paper towels and that's it. And if you were sick, you got a roll of toilet paper. We didn't get tissues. So now I purposely buy myself tissues. No, I didn't put it in my nose. I put it on the outside of my nose. It's fine. It's all my fluids anyway. My grandparents always had, like, Dixie cups, too. In little holders next to the sink. So if you just needed, like, a little swish of water or something, you could just get a disposable Dixie cup. I always thought that was so decadent. And actually, the cup holder is still attached to the sink, and it still has some cups in it, because I always forget they're there. I already put it on my lips. It's fine! It was on the outside of my nose. It's all the same thing. What's the difference? It's the same. They were so cool as a kid because it was a tiny cup. I loved tiny things when I was a kid. I used them all the time when I was little at Grandma's house, specifically for M&Ms, because she always had M&Ms. So I'd always get like a Dixie cup of M&Ms. They're probably not Dixie cups anymore. They're probably something different. I would have figured the name would have had to change. Or maybe not, though. That one's kind of ubiquitous. Alright, I think that's all the dark blue. Now we just gotta do the white. Maybe we'll cut them out, because I'm not feeling too bad right now. I started my next project the other day. I was still not feeling good. I was still feeling shitty, but yeah, I don't remember if I told you guys about this one. My mom got my grandfather a like a walking stick years and years ago for Father's Day with his initials on it, and it has like a face carved into it, like an old man face, like old man of the woods kind of thing. But because it's got Grandpa's initials in it, and I don't really ever have a use for a walking stick, I didn't know what to do with it. Because like all of their stuff with names on it, I don't want to just throw it away, because that feels so shitty. It's like, happy 50th anniversary, Graham and Gramps. Let me just chuck this into the trash. But also, who else is gonna ever want it or want to do with it? Yeah, the curtain rod. So I'm gonna strip it of all the bark and make a macrame project off of it. And I started stripping the bark the other day. Forgot how much I hate sanding things with sandpaper and my hands. So, I'm gonna try to get a better whittling knife and start knifing it instead of sanding it. And once I find the right thread for that, maybe we'll have a weird macrame stream where you guys will go, "What are you doing?" And I'll go, "I don't know!" And then people who do macrame will come in and be like, "What are you doing?" And I'll be like, "Shut up! No backseating!" Oh, we have so many knives in this household. There are so many knives. I'm pretty sure I have a whittling kit somewhere. I just don't remember where. Well, I mean, like, we have whittling knives. We have so many knives. I hear what you're saying. I do hear what you're saying. But there are... I want to make sure... We have so many knives. Grid wanted to bring his own hatchet to axe throwing. And it was... I told him no. And then when we got there, the lady who was teaching us how to axe throw was like, "And if you come back, this is like a thing that you like to do, yes, you can bring your own hatchets." And Grid was like, "I told you so!" And I was like, fuck! Just use a sword. Yeah, I'll put the sword on a... I'll just like... I'll run the stick down the sword instead of the other way. This one... Oops. It looked really cool. I should have showed you guys before. Well, I guess it's got initials on it, so I don't want to show it to you. I'm sure you could still do some... Sure you could do some good super sleuthing, but, I'll just show you. Hang on. Oops. It looked pretty cool. Like, the bark looked really great, and it held up for a lot longer than I expected it to, but it definitely started to get peely. But, it looked really striking with the dark bark still on there. But... I don't know. Like... The bottom of it was clearly, like, stripped with a knife, and then I think he rubbed something into it, probably oil, not really sealant, but I kind of like the way it looked peeled off instead of sanded anyway. This is how we're getting to sanding. I'm just too lazy to do it. Oops. Sorry, Xeno. But, I don't know. We still have to finish the floor of the spare room. We fucked up a little bit because we rented the floor sander, which was fine. That part wasn't the fuck up, but the fuck up was I didn't read the I didn't decide what I wanted to put on the floor before we started sanding it. I thought you could sand it and then I could make that decision. So then when I was reading the can of stain and seal that I wanted, I discovered that we have to sand the floor down to a smaller grit than we planned for. And we had already returned the big sander. So we'll either have to rent the big sander again, or we'll do it with well, we have to do the edges with Grid's little hand sander anyway. But Grid was sick last week, and I'm sick now, so neither of us have been doing jack shit. We did it! We have a Wizzrobe! I love how easy it is. I mean, to do these sprites, it's not like it's easy to do them. They take a long time, and you still have to pick the right colors and stuff, but as long as you follow the pattern of the sprite that has already been created by some Japanese man 35 years ago, the sprite looks authentic. You can't really fuck them up. It's squares. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Very consistent, yeah. I always feel so bad. I love looking online for pins and stuff. I love looking for, like, shit on Etsy. And I don't necessarily mind artistic interpretations of characters, like Kirby with a Game Boy. Cute. But, like, if the art style is wrong, it just is jarring and gross to me. But, okay, let's, how can we do this while making sure we don't take too much from one or the other? Hello, phone. Hello, phone. Okay. Let's see. So I think I'll put these all in hoops and then I'll cut them apart. And then we'll get out the pinking shears. Doesn't have to be exact, but it just has to be enough. That's gonna be a little tight. Yeah, that one's kind of a bummer. Yep, I was worried that would happen. There really isn't any room to bring the Octorok down so he's centered. Well, we could just sew a little heart above him, balance the... You know, balance the thing out. Alright, I won't worry about it right now. Nothing I can do about it, so... Will it make sense for an Octorok to have a tiny heart over it? No. Is that going to stop me? Probably not. Well, I'm centering these in hoops before I cut them so that I know how close I can get. They will fit better when I cut them, yes, but my point with doing this was I don't have a lot of space to get through the two of these, and now I can see that. You know? I can't come down much further because Link's in the way, and then I won't have... I mean, I can create more space between them by turning the hoop, but I'm just trying to envision where I should cut them to give myself the most leeway. Am I making sense? I feel like I'm not making sense. I'm going to cut them out in 1 second. These aren't staying this way. I'm gonna recenter them better. I will probably be able to zhuzh it a little bit. I really like these hoops. These are solid hoops. This one's pretty good, actually. Maybe... just a little bit more on this side. Oh, nope. There we go. Yeah, that looks just pretty good, full stop. I don't want to cut this over the table because it'll... leave a bunch of little hairs. Great. All right. I'm less worried about this one being on the ground or being low because it's like, you know, he sits on the ground. Kind of makes more sense, sort of. I almost wish I had smaller hoops. I feel like he could go over this way a little bit more, but also, again, it's kind of moving that way, you know? So I almost don't mind that there's a little bit more negative space over there. Does that make sense? Oops, wrong way. This edge is going to be tough. But, I mean, a scrap project on a scrap piece of Ida, I don't think this came out bad. Just glue the shit out of that part right there. My fray check is like old and crusty, or else I'd do it right now. But I'll have to dig out a needle and... well, I mean, I've got needles, but I'll have to really dig at the bottle. Alright. Great. Cockeyed. Why do I see him as cockeyed? Oh, Sitho, are you still here? What, we watched the first episode of BattleBots. What matchup were you talking about that made you go, what the hell? Or I thought you said something about a matchup that made you... that shook you or something. Sorry to call you out. You might not even be here anymore. I know, asking your opinion on a TV show. How dare. Can't believe a bunch of children have control of Gigabyte. How dare. Ripperoni, yes. Yeah, that's this season. That's the new one, yeah. And they just got decimated. I like the, team leader. But that's not saying anything. I just get really excited when women are the team leaders. Or the bot leaders. Which doctor is gonna win this time? I don't even remember who they fought. Because the fight was over so fast. Yeah! I don't know why this one feels wavy, but it feels wavy. Oh no, it was it Gruff? I think it was Gruff. Or was Gruff against Gigabyte? Was it Tantrum? No, it wasn't Tantrum. That was the headliner. No, Free Shipping was against Gigabyte because Free Shipping... Because, what's-his-face put a spinner on Free Shipping and there was a... Yeah. So it was Gruff that was against Ripperoni and they just destroyed it. I just need Witch Doctor to take it all the way so I can stop stressing out. After that, I don't care. It's fine. I just want them to have a giant nut so bad. I want them to be up on that fucking flag panel. I want so bad. And then I can let it go. They just keep getting to number 2. No, I'm always afraid of Witch versus Minotaur. I know, the giant nut. I know. I know. Hey Blom, how are ya? Wasn't there another rookie that was like really embarrassing? That's so mean. I shouldn't be this mean to rookies, but... Nice. Good, good. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get really better than this. We were talking about BattleBots. And it's always fun to see rookie teams come in to the finals, but like sometimes the rookie teams surprise you, and sometimes they just get destroyed. Most of the time, they just get destroyed. But, you know, it takes them a couple seasons and then they turn out like Ribot. Really turning out to be a force to be reckoned with. It's so good. I don't care about sports, but I feel about BattleBots the way I imagine normal people feel about sports. I love it. Oh yeah. Grant had a bot, Jamie had a bot. Can't remember if Adam had a bot, I'm sure he did. But the new season just started. Yeah. God, yeah. I don't remember what his bot was called. Blendo, that's it. Yeah, Jamie had Blendo. It was a spinner. Oh, apparently Adam did the electronics of Blendo, so. Well, if you get into BattleBots, know that this is a Witch Doctor only stream, and you can root for other people, and that's cool, but Witch Doctor is the ultimate, and I will ban you for having a differing opinion. It's kind of a shame that we've gotten to a point where those full body spinners just aren't feasible anymore. Like, I feel bad for Captain Shredderator every year. And now that Gigabyte is piloted by children, Gigabyte seems to be over. I'm sorry to all of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, but maybe this will entice you to start watching BattleBots. Robot Wars, yes. I did watch a little bit of Robot Wars. Well, I think BattleBots is on Discovery Channel if you are in the States and you have cable with channels, but also it is on your most convenient pirate website, which is how we watch it, so. Oh man, that would be nuts. That would be crazy. I can't imagine, like, I just can't imagine where the sport's gonna go. Because it started, you know, with a bunch of dudes in their garage taking apart, like, fucking chainsaws and welding them to a shopping cart. And now it's, you know, high-powered sponsors and, like, I can't think of the types of steel they use, but, you know, like, crazy, specialized, specific parts. And it's gotten to the point where I'm not saying you can't have variety, but like the full body spinners, they're just not viable anymore in today's loadout, really. The most effective bots are spinners, like the vertical spinners, really. Hey, Dav. That Shredder, right? Every time he comes back, I'm just like, dude, you have got to change your game. Like, maybe if Shredderator was as durable as Gigabyte, but that's never been the case. Fuck. That was the worst possible matchup. Let me just take this fucking Ritz cracker and bite it. Like, come on. I'm shook. I couldn't believe that they didn't penetrate a battery faster than that. No guns, no projectiles. No projectiles, no entanglement. Can't remember what else. Although there was the one fight where Hypershock had, they attached, so the Hypershock was fighting a bot with a drone, like a flying drone. You can have a flying drone. Your whole total bot loadout has to make weight. It can't be more than 250 pounds. So you can split that up in any way you want, but generally it's not really feasible. It's not really smart to decrease the weight of your main bot because it just makes it harder, you know, it makes it easier to just knock you out. But Hypershock was facing a bot with a drone with a little flamethrower, so they literally just fucking attached a rake, I think, to their Shremek, so the rake went like this and just fucking bitch slapped the drone out of the air. Of a hammer mill? Well, there's Ice Wave, which is literally, I think it's the only internal combustion engine in the sport right now. And it's literally a rescue saw. They just fucking took a rescue saw and put a worse blade on it. I don't know, the drones never fucking work. I don't know why you'd bother. Like, we're gonna put a flamethrower on a drone. Okay. Sure your sponsor thought it was cool looking. I hate Hydra so much. That's the other thing. If you start watching BattleBots, we're not allowing... There's no Hydra stands in this chat. Thank you. Jake Ewart can suck a dick. There's only one person allowed to be smug, and that's Ray Billings, and it's not Jake Ewart. Alright, well this is gonna have like 45 pounds of glue on it, but I don't care. No Hail Hydra. Builder's a smug bastard, and I don't like him. He's a jerk. Also, he beat my witch doctor once, so I don't like him. oh, I forgot her name. I love the team lead on hijinks. She is amazing. There's a lot of, obviously there's more men in the sport than women, first of all. And then secondly, most of the women in the sport are young. So the fact that she's not is so exciting. And not only the fact that she's a little older, but she's so unabashedly, like, excitingly feminine. I love her. I really love her. Oh, Rusty! I didn't see Rusty! Oh, Rusty. I love Rusty. Everyone loves Rusty. Rusty's so pathetic. So if you don't watch BattleBots, Rusty is this robot that a guy, I don't remember his name, he's got this big old beard, he's from the Midwest, he just went into his parents' barn and built a fucking robot out of the shit he found in the barn, and the bot has a popcorn bowl for his head. And Rusty is so cute. And the guy is so excited. He's just like, I'm here and I'm having a great time and this is fantastic. I don't care if I lose. I'm here. I already won. Like, did great. And he's just... love Rusty. Oh, was that not hijinks? I thought she had a trans flag on her stuff. No, there was somebody else. You're right. There was somebody else. I don't remember who that was. I think it was a rookie. I am quite positive she's had lots of rainbow pins on her jacket. Can't remember her name. No, Scorpios is, that guy. You know, that guy. The guy and his wife. Hey, this is a lot easier than doing it the other way. Go figure. To change the AGDQ channel in Discord to BattleBots Discourse. What keeps plugging you? Fuck. I thought that was the same bot. Yeah, I think that was the trans flag bot. Pretty sure. But I don't remember. I remember them walking out with the flag. But I don't remember the bot or the captain. Yeah, me too. I don't know what their rookie process is. Because, like, Rusty, for example. Rusty was not a contender at any point. But they had Rusty back a couple of times. I feel like... it's, you know, as a rookie, you just tend to lose. Unless you're huge. But I feel like you usually get a couple seasons to come back and figure it out. Depending on who applies. I don't know. I don't know the process. Fuck. God damn. I do love Huge. I love Huge. Huge is great. There we go. All right. I like everybody. I really like everybody except Hydra. Even the other Ewart brother. I was gonna say I just don't like Team Waiachi, but Reese Ewart doesn't piss me off. So he's fine. And their dad retired, so... I love the old guard, like Gary Jin with free shipping. I think it's Gary Jin, who's just been around the block so fucking long. Yeah, it's fucking Jake Ewart. He's Hydra. He's such an asshole. Yeah, fucking Waiachi got slammed every time that it came out too. What was I saying? Fuck. Oh yeah, Gary Jin with free shipping. And what's his name? Nightmare. Not Nightmare. Donald Hudson. And to a different extent, Ray Billings. I love the old guard because they're just like so... This is what they've been doing for 30 years. This is their whole... They probably have a life and a family and other things going on, but like this is their identity. And they are... Daniel Hudson especially. I just get this vibe that he has not changed since he was 19 and fucking welding shit together in his parents' garage. I love that single-minded excitement. Not saying they don't want to win, and they wouldn't like to win, and they don't try to win, but the winning is not important. It is, they have to do this. They just have to do this because it's a part of their makeup as people. And I feel like they especially, I know Ray does it, just walks around the, you know, is a resource to younger builders. Because why not? Like, if your competition isn't any good, then what have you won? You gotta get people into this stuff. You have to, I love that more than anything else, be it video games, be it theater, be it art, be it BattleBots. I love it when people are so excited about what they do that they want to share it with other people. And not just share it with other people, but bring other people into it. Not just perform it for other people, but make it accessible for other people to engage in. I love that. I just love that. Ooh, yeah, doing this with shaky hands is fun. Okay, fair, Omega, fair. Exactly, Samril. I don't know, I guess I don't fight, so I wouldn't agree. I want to beat somebody up who can't beat me up back. But I hear you. That's the spirit of what I'm trying to say. No, these are gonna be, kind of like Christmas tree ornaments. My original thought was Christmas tree ornaments. So, I'll just... These are the backings for them, so it'll get sewn on, kind of like the Kirby's. And then there'll be a ribbon. I don't really want to wash them because I'm really lazy. Listen, I don't beat up strangers on the street. I only beat up people who have personally wronged me. So, just make sure you don't personally wrong me. That's a lie. I mostly only beat up Grid. Which is extremely not fair because he can... He can just control both of my arms with one hand, which is really annoying. With love. With love. I'm gonna beat your ass with love. I could not beat anybody up right now. You could take me. I'd cough on you. Like some disc copy of Final Fantasy just smashes through my window and pegs me in the forehead. It's plague, yes. That is my superpower. I don't know, does it come in physical copies? Maybe it'll be like a, you know, a burned disc. With Sharpie. Tiny little drawing of Cloud. Is Cloud in that one? I don't know. I don't know anything about Final Fantasy. Sora. I know that that's Kingdom Hearts. I was trying to make you scream on the inside. Yeah. Well, kind of run out of things I can do this evening. Because these need to dry. I guess I could probably sew this one. It'll be sloppy, but I could sew it because I want to hang out for like 10 more minutes. A gift and a threat. I know my audience. I know my audience, Samril. I know exactly who I am emotionally destroying. It's the same, right? Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy? Right? See, if I play Final Fantasy, then I'll just spend the whole time going, where's Donald Duck? Until you all not only unfollow me, but request like, refunds of your time. Aw, see, though, you do care. Cloud is a Disney princess? Oh, Lord. So I have to bring my car to the shop tomorrow. And I made this appointment when I was not sick. So it's the shop that's right down the street from work, because I was like, well, it'll be easier for me to bring the car to work and then have somebody from work drive me to work, and then Grid can drive me home if he has to. But this means if they take like 3 days to replace my entire exhaust system, which is what's happening, I might be stuck at work tomorrow for an unknown amount of time. So, as much as... That's the other reason why I definitely extremely wanted to stream tonight, because I don't know if I'm going to be stuck there tomorrow. Possible that Grid might be able to drive me home on dinner break or something, but also that means he doesn't get a dinner break, so I don't want him to do that if he doesn't have to. So, I don't know. But the rest of the week should be fine, assuming... I'm feeling better than I felt at this time yesterday. So, I'm anticipating that tomorrow will be even better, I hope. Yeah, it was the tangerines. Yes, I'm healed, in fact. The car sucks, because the car is like, it's such a waste to spend as much money as this is going to cost on this car, which is 20 years old, but it's not enough money to be comparable to buying another used car. Well, I could probably buy another used car for how much it will cost me, but it will be just as shitty of a used car with probably new problems in 10 minutes. And I don't have the money to buy another new car. Well, not another new car. Grid bought a new car November of last year. So with Grid's new car payment and my brand new mortgage, I'm just not comfortable putting another payment on that. We're fine. But I don't want to get not fine. Chicken noodle soup. A catback replacement? I don't know. Does that mean something with the catalytic converter? I discovered that the letter of the law in terms of state inspection is the car has to have a catalytic converter, not it has to be connected to the exhaust system, which is why my car is currently legal to drive. If you idle in it without moving, the cab fills up with exhaust. So... makes warming up the car in the morning when the windshield's frosty a little bit unpleasant. So again, I think it's going to be a couple $1,000s to fix, but not enough $1,000 that I should buy a new car. Or I can justify buying a new car right now. I could probably afford a lease payment, but just fucking leasing a car seems like so dumb. Leasing in general, I just can't stand the concept of. Let me pay you for use of this thing, and then I'll give it back at the end. And then I own nothing. I don't enjoy the idea of getting loans and going into debt, but at least at the end I have the thing and the thing belongs to me. Well, I think I guess I don't know exactly what needs to be replaced, but there's a couple of other issues too. There's an issue with the something in the front axle connection of the, I don't know. Something's fucked up there, and then my oil pan also has a hole in it, apparently. So the oil pan needs to get replaced, which they didn't want to do until they did because it's up under the exhaust system, so they figured if they touched anything, then the exhaust would fall off, so... They didn't say manifold, I don't think. But also, the last time that the last time somebody talked about this, Grid talked to them, so Grid probably has a better idea. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I would love to fry food while I drove. That would be great. It is, just for the record, a 20-year-old Chevy Tracker. So, frankly, I have a little bit of a positive hope that because it's a Chevy Tracker, it's like a tiny little car, and all the parts are dirt fucking cheap. So... I have hope that it's not going to be as high as they were trying to sell me that it was going to be, but... Damn it. I'm just very thankful to have... Well, yeah, Omega, you're not wrong, but unfortunately it doesn't translate into being enough to cover a new car, so, like, yeah. Yeah, I don't know exactly what is... I don't know. My, personal neuroses... Not to bring too many daddy issues into a simple conversation about a car, but, my daddy issues are when I didn't understand things, I got yelled at, so I am incapable of appearing as though I don't understand things in public. Absolutely incapable, 100%. So if somebody is talking to me on the phone about my car, 100% of my mental processing power is focused on replying in a way that will get me out of the conversation. I am in my 30s at this point. I've been working on it my whole life. I've gotten better, but I'm not good, so... Oh, they're ripping me off. Well, we'll see. We'll see. It is a shop that I like. I also don't have the mental capacity to shop around, really, but... Yeah, blinker fluid. No, can I fucking tell you? I needed wiper fluid once. And asking my father for anything when I was a kid was always stressful. So he, like, yelled at me, it's in the garage. It's in the garage. It's in a canister labeled antifreeze. Just go fucking find it, put it in. Okay. So I go into the garage, and the garage is a giant shit show. So I find the gallon jug labeled antifreeze. and I put it into where the antifreeze goes. Or not the antifreeze, I'm sorry, washer fluid, not antifreeze. Washer fluid, I put it into where the washer fluid goes. I did this correctly by, you know, it wasn't washer fluid, it was fucking oil gas mix for the fucking lawnmower. In a gallon jug labeled wiper fluid. And then I got yelled at. Use the washer fluid. That's a great callback, Setho. Great callback. So I hate to be that person that's always like, sorry, but can you talk to my boyfriend? But that's kind of how I have to operate with cars, because I don't know. I can't. I don't know. Well, fingers crossed, Nightcast. Maybe I misunderstood. Maybe there's something more to it than I'm telling you. Maybe something's worse. They also did some other different work to it. They replaced the tires, which is my own dumb fucking fault, because I didn't know what kind of tires were on there, and the tires needed to be replaced for it to pass inspection, so I was just like, yeah, put whatever's on there, but my brother had, like, fancy fucking Mutter tires on there, so the tires cost me, like, an arm and a leg, because that's what had been on there. That was just my fault. Well, yeah, but putting fucking all-year Mutter tires on a 20-year-old car that you're not going off-roading with is a waste. No, because they just asked me, what kind of tires do you want to put on there? And because I didn't know what kind of tires were on there, I was just like, put whatever's already on there back on there. But my brother had put fancy tires on it when my brother still had the car. Because the car was my grandmother's, and then it went to my brother, and then he gave it to me. So that was my fault. Would I have preferred it if they called a check? Yeah. But, whatever. I have a tiny hook. Four-cylinder. Make a 6-cylinder tracker? That would be awesome. Oh, maybe like the 4-door ones. I don't know, last time we tried to find tracker parts, they were remarkably cheap because there's a big enthusiast community, but it's still like such a niche enthusiast community. I've had people ask if I'm selling, like come up to me in parking lots and say, "Will you sell me your car?" So that's kind of interesting. I really do love the Tracker. It's a really fun little car to drive. I'm not really sad to put money into it. And even we were looking to we were looking to swap out the soft top for a hard top, and I think that was only like $600 to buy a fucking hard top for a 20-year-old car. Oh, that's awesome. Hey, we finished one. Let me get a little piece of ribbon. A rolling living room for old people. I don't really normally give a shit about cars, but my grandfather, when I was little, had a 1972 Dodge Traveler. It was a van. It was so cool. It was so cool. It had shag carpet throughout the inside. It was blue, my favorite color. It had this really neat okay, we'll hang out until Grid gets home. It had this really neat pattern on it, like on the outside, this applique sort of pattern. It was one of the kind where like the engine was in the cab, not like in the cab exposed, but like there was an engine mound in the cab that the top was like wood and had cup holders in, so you'd put your fucking drink on top of the goddamn engine. I loved that van. In my dreams, I would love to like, I think if I won the lottery, I'd try to track down, I've only ever seen one in the wild. You always see Fords, but it's very rare that you find a Dodge Traveler. Possibly. I don't know. They might have gotten it a little later. I don't know. But there was definitely, it was a table in the back that converted to a bed. It had 2 captain's chairs up front and then 2 removable chairs in the back. They had it like situated so there was a little counter and like a porta potty in there and a TV. If I had $1 million, I would... The only problem with that was you had to add, like, lead additive to the fuel. Well, I say the only problem. It didn't like to start if it was cold. The lead additive. Definitely a shaggin' wagon. I don't think I have any pictures of it handy. God, I'm kind of invested in showing you a picture of this car now. Oh. See if this will work. Oh, that's not it. Oh, alright. So first of all, that was me and Gramps. In the van. I liked to play in the van. Unfortunately, these pictures are kind of dark. And you can see the amazing color palette in one of the captain's chairs inside. Hang on. See if I've got a picture of the outside. Oh, there it is. There she blows. That was it. That was the van. If you can get the license plate off of that, you deserve to have it. But it was the... These pictures are from like 1985, so... And you can see the shag carpet. Blinking light. Oh, I don't know. That does not exist on my phone. There's something to do with the camera. Oh, infrared. Neat. Well, Nightcast, come to the shop with me. Oh, fuck. Oops, sorry, I've been doing this outside of the camera like usual. Alright, we'll see what they say. Oops. I wonder if some of it was just him trying to talk me out of it, because it's a 20-year-old car. Which, fair. I get it. We're about in Albany. We're not in... Well, actually, the shop's in Albany, so you got it right. You are correct. Alright. I was gonna wait till Grid got home before I actually signed off, but why? He's gonna come behind me and everybody's gonna say Grid elbow, and then I'm gonna sign off like normal, so I'm just gonna go now. I do want to finish all these, but I don't want to spend another hour vertical. I would like to go sit on the couch. But anyway, thank you all so much, really, for hanging out with me through these stupid streams. See? It's just like he's home! It's perfect! I need like a paper sign with some Grid elbow. We should get another emote. But anyway, like I said, I'm not sure if I'll be back tomorrow. I would like to be, but it'll depend on how late I'm stuck at work. Hopefully we'll get back to some actual video games soon. Thank you, everyone. I'm gonna try to find somebody to raid. But have a good night!